When God is doing something new, sometimes he needs a new mold.
In the beginning. Well, no. Just before the beginning.
Right.
The Spirit of God hovered over the formless, empty abyss.
Hover. To stay somewhere because you're waiting to do something. To be in a state of suspense. That's how the book of Genesis starts. Why had God waited so long to put hundreds of billions of galaxies in our observable universe? And more importantly, what prompted him to then, at that moment,
let there be
something? Everything. So many things. And then create sustainable life on earth. Image bearers of the divine, male, female, filled with Yahweh, the breath of heaven.
It was good.
And then out of nowhere came bad. Yeah, distortion, doubt, disobedience. A creature slithering around the tangled roots of a tree of knowledge too deep for humans. A necessary evil. Well, not necessary in that mankind wouldn't know good if not for evil, but rather necessary because otherwise we wouldn't know how much God risked when he let there be this creature. Serpentine coils, unraveling mankind's trust in God at its first test. Innocence lost, crushed between the teeth like an apple.
I think we should wonder why the serpent, called Satan, would bother to confuse and corrupt the humans. There are clues in other parts of Scripture indicating Satan was prideful. He wanted to supplant God and other fellow angels, but here it seems he also had an interest in supplanting us, or at least exposing our weaknesses in front of God who designed us to rule his earth. If we look closely enough at the short account of the Garden of Eden, we end up with this. God created the heavens and the earth, and angels whose proper position was in heaven, and mankind designed to live and thrive on the earth. The angel, called Satan, wanted the earth enough to forfeit heaven.
Wow.
Mankind wanted heaven enough to forfeit the earth.
Oh God, if you made all this, then why would you bother with me? And what's more, if I've come from dust and I'm told I'll return there again, what's the reason we reach for the infinite if you have hidden it, as I'd assume? Who'd presume that what you'd have us believe? Oh God, in the space between two sides of the war you've allowed, have we lost what was once called good, and what's more, the desire